guys, who would have thought that this bodybuilder chick would go plant-based for 2 whole freaking months? Changing your diet is not an easy task for anyone, but going plant-based, that is a pretty significant change for anyone that is accustomed to the normal American diet. I will be sharing with you why I went plant-based, my results, and if I would ever do it again. So firstly, for those that do not know, a plant-based diet is one based primarily on whole foods, including vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, seeds, and nuts, which means no animal products, including dairy, meat, poultry, seafood, and my favorite, eggs. So there are certain concerns people have when they transition to a plant-based diet. First off, where are you going to get all the protein you need? Will you have any vitamin deficiencies? I've noticed people asking these things a lot, so I'm going to dig into those. But firstly, why did I go plant-based? I went plant-based because I have always been interested in a plant-based diet. I wanted to be able to feel and see the benefits that are associated with going plant-based. I always knew that eating lots of meat and rice isn't the best thing when it comes to your health per se. I was so excited to see if my energy levels and mental clarity would benefit, as well as I've heard from clients rave about this all the time, that their energy is amazing. And I truly enjoy fruits and veggies. I quite love them, especially after taking away all the processed foods. Literally, your taste buds become so accustomed to such strong taste that you forget what it actually tastes like to have whole foods. Once you stop eating processed, high sugar, calorie-dense foods, your taste buds go back to how they should be, and the whole foods start to taste even better. So since being on a bro diet, lots of meat and rice, I have been deprived of so many amazing whole foods. So this will be a big change for me. Even though this was not a main reason, I did want to reduce my intake of animal products. It's just a great bonus. Anyone with a heart should feel bad about eating animal products when there seriously is such a variety of items we have access to. Also, a plant-based diet is actually cheaper on average than your typical meat diet. So especially for me, with how much I eat, I was looking forward to seeing how much money I could actually save. Being plant-based is also way better for the environment. The amount of crops and water required to get the animals from farm to table is so much greater than a plant-based item. And people probably think that giving up meat for me would be hard because I eat so much of it, but honestly, I actually did not crave meat, and I can go without meat and totally be fine. So this is not a challenge when it comes to taking out meat. Okay, so my experience on the plant-based diet, one thing I instantly noticed was that I felt lighter and more energized. Animal proteins are extremely hard to digest, so your body has to focus a majority of your energy on digesting the animal products. Animal calories, which will always have higher amounts of fat than fruits, veggies, and whole grains, take longer to digest as fat molecules are more complex than carbs. And a plant-based diet is heavily filled in carbs and generally higher in fiber, so they tend to have a quicker transfer time. Fiber obviously helps move along the food. And speaking of that, I realized I was going to the bathroom more times a day, like 4 times a day, and I ain't talking about going pee. Isn't that crazy? With all this fiber, I was also experiencing bloating for the first 2 weeks. I looked pregnant all the time. I could have eaten less fibrous foods, but I wanted to see how my body would adjust. You know, things take time, and you can't expect your body to just switch overnight. Oh, and we can't forget about the farting. I was farting so much that I would not go in a car with someone because it would be inevitable. I would need to fart some point on that drive. Although you can get a lot of protein on a plant-based diet, I did tend to have higher carbs, and I did lower the protein to around 90 grams. I was still strong in the gym and lifting just as much as I did prior. I was losing weight, 10 pounds to be exact, in 2 months. Also, my stress levels went down. Nothing changed as far as stressors in my day-to-day life, but my personal stress levels went down. I didn't feel that intense feeling like you gotta get everything done type of feeling. And I felt calm and stable energy throughout the day. Oh, I also started cooking more quality meals. I couldn't just cook a steak anymore and put some rice in the crock pot. I was forced to get more creative in the kitchen, you know, in order to make good meals for the next 2 months. And another effect of the plant-based diet was that I felt lighter, less inflammation in general after just literally 3 days. I had always heard and understood that eating a diet high in nutrients can assist in less inflammation, but it's obviously a lot different once you experience it for yourself. And getting back to people's concerns with vitamin deficiencies, since vitamin B12, for example, is only available in animal products, being on a plant-based diet, you're at a higher risk of developing a deficiency in this vital nutrient. But since B12 is in the body can last for up to 4 years, I had nothing to worry about since I was only doing this challenge for 2 months. Would I ever go plant-based again? Absolutely. I really believe it's a great way to live, being plant-based. You can build quality muscle. I've experienced this on a vegan diet, and you feel amazing while doing so. If you're thinking about doing it, you should give it a shot. It's definitely an ethical way to live, and you're enjoying delicious foods that are good for your health. So give it a shot. Let me know what you guys think. Or if you're vegan, give me some feedback on or any tips you guys have. Leave it in the comments below. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and please subscribe. And yeah.